What's up guys, Chris here from Vo-Gus Prospecting. Today I'm out finding some more silver coins. Well, I'm not finding some more silver coins, I'm trying to find more silver coins. That would make a bit more sense in that sentence. Yesterday I went out with Michael and I found 6 silver coins, including a 1925 Australian shilling and a 1914 threepence, and beautiful silvers. Just look at how gorgeous these coins are, and that's what detecting is all about. It's going out and finding these spectacular things that people have lost quite some time ago, and we're doing that again today in Dorado. Now this place has been flogged by detectorists, absolutely flogged, but there is still stuff here. It just means that the herd of stuff that was out in the ground has been thinned out a little bit. So without further ado, we're going to get swinging and we're going to do some grid work today. Well, let me explain. When you're dealing with such a vast area as this, it's extremely hard to get every single square foot of ground covered, and a lot of people just meander around randomly. But what we're going to do today is use 3 different methods to make sure we cover as much of the area as we can, and that's called gridding. We're going to use the first method, which is using objects in nature to line up and walk to. So here's how we do that. I'm starting at this little tree just here, and I'm going to walk in a straight line all the way to the next tree line that's just there, and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to come back, and when I come back I'm going to be looking at this fence. So I'm going to pick out a fence post and I'm going to walk to that fence post, and that's going to keep me in a relatively straight line, allowing me to walk my coil side by side and not miss very much ground. The second thing that we can utilize this morning is the frost on the ground. As my coil goes over that frost, it's going to leave a path and I'm going to be able to track exactly where I have walked. And the last one's a fancy one. The last one is a GPS. What we're going to do is use this as a breadcrumb trail. Or maybe not, because the battery just died in it and I don't have spares for that. Okay, frost and landmarks. But if you have got a handheld GPS, you can turn breadcrumbs on to make sure that you get a very accurate walk up and down. Grizzly decided that you needed a nap and a lie down. Didn't you, mate? It's a Dorado. This goes to show you why it's so important to recheck the area that you just dug in. So we just pulled that dollar coin out there. Watch this. So there's potentially another coin somewhere just here right next to it. So always re-sweep where you've done, because you don't know if there's something hiding next to it or under it. Aha! There it is. Another dollar. $1, $2, 10-cent coin. $2.10 in the space of less than a foot. Compared to gold prospecting, metal detecting is a bit of a different game when it comes to finding stuff. Obviously you have to put yourself in a position where you're going to be working in an area people are likely to be dropping things. This includes sports fields, recreation grounds, playgrounds, anything like that. And what we're on now was a former racecourse, and as I said, it's been absolutely flogged. So once you've chosen that area that you know people are going to be losing stuff, you have to do one more thing, and that's cover ground. Unlike gold, where I could take you to an inside bend and show you how low pressure systems work, there's not really any rhyme or reason to why people lose things. You can maybe work in front of a kiosk or something like that, could slightly increase your chances, but at the end of the day, the main thing you want to be doing is just covering as much ground as you can. I've covered an area about 30 meters long and about 15 to 20 meters wide. So from that tree up there all the way down to my detector, and from that tree line to that fence line over there. And I've pulled out nothing but modern stuff. Almost everything I found was just maybe a centimeter or so under the surface of the soil, if not on top. And that means that this little area here might be pretty flogged out. I don't think there's going to be anything hiding under that soil. Now, I have detected this area before. Like I said, I found a couple of really nice silver coins. I did do a lot of work with it. Part of detecting, though, is knowing when to move on when area is pretty much done. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to move to a new spot. We're going to go find an old tree and work in and around that area. I found a tiny washer. It was really deep and it just barely gave me a signal, but we found him. The Equinox is very good at finding small stuff like that. I wish I could say this was merch, but I just found this at Kathmandu and I had to buy it. There's quite some stick you've got there. Swinging a detector all day long. I do not belong on Australian Idol. Well, that was a good beat for a second, but it was just my imagination. I've lost my shovel. It's fallen out of my bag somewhere. Let's go for a walk. Right, well, I've done a bit of looking and I can't find it, which is not very good because I don't have a spare one. I've only got sort of like a spade that I usually use in my rocker box. Alright, let's go get that. This shovel, this is a bit overkill. You wouldn't want to go into any rec grounds or anywhere that people visit on any sort of semi-regular basis, but we are way out there in the middle of a field, so you just dig a nice square plug and it's absolutely fine. But again, don't use this sort of stuff if you're somewhere super public, even mildly public. Don't use it. Use a hand spade. I'm just glad I got something I can keep digging with. So I pressed that or something. It had some very decayed leather all around that just fell off. Yeah, well, there you go. I'm done. I've spent 4 hours on this site. I found $5.10 and change. Nothing old and a little bit of rubbish. Like I said, this site's definitely flogged, so finding anything here is extremely difficult. So from me and Grizzly, a big thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to hit that like, share and subscribe button if you would, because that helps me grow the channel bigger and better for you guys. As always, peace and I'm out.